Hello, my name is Karina Buer, and here is my mini study analysis table. My topic is on the effects of maternal nutrition deficiencies and birth outcomes. Reason for choosing this topic. So personally, I sit on the board of a nonprofit birthing center in Cap Haitian, Las Cayobas, in Cap Haitian and Las Cayobas, two different cities, and the birth center is called Mama Baby Haiti. We see many women and their children suffering from malnutrition, lack of skilled birth attendants, and the country in itself has the highest neonatal and maternal death rates in the Western Hemisphere. So we must better understand maternal nutrition and the effects it has on neonatal outcomes to improve the well-being of mothers globally. But for me personally, starting in Cap Haitian, Haiti. Practical clinical research significance. Researching this topic can offer insight into simple steps to improve macro and micronutrients in pregnancy, to improve neonatal outcomes, reducing intrauterine growth restriction, low birth weight in preterm babies. Malnutrition, with its two constituents of protein energy malnutrition and micronutrient deficiencies, continues to be a major health burden in developing countries. Malnutrition is the most important risk factor for illness and death, with hundreds of millions of pregnant women dying and young children particularly affected. Proper nutrition in pregnancy can improve neonatal weight by at least 100 grams at birth. It is extremely important to educate mothers through different forms of information, whether that be pamphlets, images, nutritional counseling, and through getting the influential people in their life on board to help them improve in these nutritional areas. And this is particularly important for pregnant women who are in underdeveloped countries. 1 in 263 women who have a live birth dies in childbirth or immediately postpartum. 1 in 14 Haitian children die before the age of 5. And 98% of these deaths are preventable through skilled birth attendants and improving nutritional outcomes. Study design. So here we go, right up here, you'll see the citation information. So study 1 is called The Effects of Guided Counseling on Nutritional Status of Pregnant Women in West Gojam Zone, Ethiopia. This is a cluster randomized controlled trial. Study number 2 is called Making a Balanced Plate for Pregnant Women to Improve Birth Weight of Infants, a study protocol for a cluster randomized controlled trial in rural Bangladesh. And the third one is Maternal Nutrition Adequacy and Gestational Weight Gain and their associations with birth outcomes among Vietnamese women. This is a prospective randomized open label parallel group multi-centered design. The summary of my results. So study 1, guided counseling using the health belief model and theory of planned behavior constructs throughout the pregnancy was successful to improve women's nutritional status. Study 2, identified effective approaches in nutritional education is likely to contribute to reducing the burden of maternal malnutrition and poor birth outcomes. Study number 3, the infants in the intervention had significantly higher birth weights for age Z-score and head circumference for age Z-score. Preliminary assessments of strength. Study number 1. There was a significant improvement in the score of the HBM and TPB constructs and dietary practices of the respondents in the intervention group compared with the baseline score and control group. Study number 2, nutritional education through a replicable behavior change communication approach can be scaled up and sustained through existing health systems with minimal investments, reducing maternal malnutrition and poor birth outcomes. Study number 3, the study measures and reports on a comprehensive range of demographic, anthropometric, and dietary variables, which advances our understanding of the effects of these variables in birth outcomes. Preliminary assessment of limitations. Study number 1. Intervention should start before conception, eliminating pre-pregnancy malnutrition. Post-intervention results may not have lasted longer since it was a relatively short-term intervention. Study 2, the study is localized in one district of Bangladesh, so the results might not be representative or generalizable to all parts of Bangladesh or other countries. And study number 3, the sample size was relatively small, which may limit the generalizability of the results. Self-reporting weigh-in and recall for pregnancy weight offers recall bias. Here are my resources, my citations for the 3 articles that I covered in my mini analysis. Thank you so much. Have a good one.